Logan Paul is one of the biggest scumbags on YouTube, and today, his new response to his legal case and lawsuit on CryptoZoo definitely certifies that. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because this is unbelievable. Like the video. If you think Logan Paul's a scammer, spread this around because people need to see this and see who the guy really is. All these bullshit Prime ads and everything makes him look so nice, and no, he's a scammer who is now trying his hardest not to pay anyone back. Yeah, if you don't know, it's been 4 months since CryptoZoo saga, started and ended. Logan Paul hasn't paid a penny back to anyone. Remember, he promised he would in a Twitter video, at least some compensation.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego flare, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing CoffeeZilla is not gonna help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're gonna be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function. To say I am disappointed in how this was handled internally is an understatement. There's a full internal investigation going on along with an audit, and we are going to pursue full legal action for whomever needs to be held accountable. If any money is recovered in the process, it'll go right to the community. My sole obligation is to my supporters, and I know this video is long overdue. Here it is. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me. I appreciate your guys' patience while we do our internal investigation, and I promise to be transparent and disclose any information we find out in the process. And lastly, thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
There's been absolutely nothing. Zilch, fuck all. So let's talk about the newest update to Logan Paul's CryptoZoo lawsuit. Massive shout out to Henry Resilient. Definitely check out his channel after this video. He got the scoop, he got the legal documentation, and we're gonna go through what he says. It is unbelievable. So the lawsuit we're talking about is from Don Holland, who is a police officer who is suing Logan Paul for getting scammed $3,000 from CryptoZoo. The lawsuit is coming from Texas, as we covered in Attorney Tom's videos before. Now you might be thinking, $3,000? Why doesn't Logan Paul just pay the man already and just get it over with? That would be really bad for Logan Paul. Not in the sense of being a good person, yeah, you'd want him to pay someone back to realize he's made a mistake and to help people who have been affected. But Logan Paul's not like that, and now he's in the legal system. He has to do everything in his power because he's a slimy little fuck to stop anyone getting paid, because if Don gets paid or anyone gets paid, that opens the floodgates for everyone who ever got scammed by Logan in his CryptoZoo game to also get paid. So Logan Paul's words of apologizing, being so sorry, and how he's gonna fix everything, as we all knew back when he said them, meant fuck all, because now he's fighting for his life to make sure no one gets paid anything. So first of all, Henry goes into the fact that Logan Paul's former assistant got served as well. This is important and pays off later on.
Now, who was the little fish that got caught up? Danielle Strobo. You're like, who the hell is Danielle Strobo? This is his former assistant. She ended up getting served, and because she got served, they were able to catch his ass. Just kind of like when Mizkif got served. That's how they caught OTK. That it's little fish big fish.
Goes through the allegations against them.
Defendants executed a rug pull, which is a colloquial term used to describe a scheme in which a NFT is solicit funds from a prospective NFT purchasing, promising them on certain benefits. This is kind of like a pump and dump. Hey, buy my coin. It's going to be worth so much. You buy my coin, then it's worth nothing. And then you're like, wait. What's going on? Okay, rewards. It was supposed to give awards, exclusive access to other cryptocurrency assets, and support the online ecosystem to use the CryptoZoo NFTs. So this is a deliverable. Like when we contract people out, we want deliverables. Okay, like this was a deliverable. It didn't get delivered.
But the most important thing here with the former assistant getting dragged into this is that the precedent it sets for this lawsuit, or Logan Paul and his scumbag team's defense. This is a defense put forward by Logan Paul's ex-assistant.
Look, this is what they're about to argue. Jurisdiction. Not that I didn't scam people, not that people didn't lose their life savings. We're about to argue jurisdiction. She has not purportedly availed herself to Texas law. So now they're saying, hey, look, I don't live in Texas. I was in Texas in 2013. I was in Texas in 2020. I took a personal business trip. That is what it is. Specific jurisdiction is absent, as a result, requiring her to defend against the plaintiff's claims in this court would violate constitutional right. So she's like, look, it's going to violate the Constitution.
So clearly you heard that Logan Paul's former assistant is arguing about personal jurisdiction, and that, you know, she doesn't live in Texas, she's only visited Texas for holidays and doesn't pay any tax in Texas, you know, so there's no actual grounds for personal jurisdiction in Texas against her. And, you know, I don't know if the former assistant has really too much to answer for here in regards to CryptoZoo. I don't remember the assistant being a part of the CryptoZoo scam or the narrative, but she did get dragged into this, and just you wait until we hear Logan Paul's response. Let's move on to the three big hitters who are being targeted as well. So we have Ophir Bentov, manager Jeff, and finally the fucker himself, Logan Paul's defense coming up. Ophir Bentov is Logan Paul's social media guy. He was a community manager of CryptoZoo, so played a key and vital role in this project. Oh, get this. He responded by saying the same argument as the former assistant.
This is Ophir Bentov declares the follows. He's over to 18, yada, yada, yada. And you're going to see all these nevers. It's like they playing the drinking game. Put a finger down if you've never traveled to Texas. He's like, I never lived or worked in Texas, never traveled to Texas, never maintained a business in Texas, never owned property, never hired anyone, never paid or owed any taxes in Texas. He's like, look, I've never been in Texas, never got a speeding ticket in Texas. I've never been required to maintain a registered agent of service in Texas.
I love this one. He had no specific knowledge that he was targeting people in Texas.
Now, here what he is going to admit to. I did serve as a community manager for CryptoZoo forums, online platforms such as Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and the row. I communicated with members of the public about CryptoZoo game. I preferred this work for my apartment in Los Angeles, California. So he's like, look, I'm not even in there. Okay. I reviewed the complaint in this case. I do not know what statements plaintiff Don Holland has referred to as false affirmations, but I did look, guys, this is so slimy. This is so slimy. I did not specifically target Texas residents in connection with any public statements I made about the CryptoZoo game. If I ever communicated with any Texas residents in connection with the CryptoZoo game, I had no knowledge that they were in Texas at the time. The online platforms I used in connection with the CryptoZoo game did not display location information for users whom I interacted with.
Fucking hell. Oh my God. This is unbearable already. Now, take a little guess what manager Jeff's defense was. A very key player in CryptoZoo.
My name is Jeffrey Levine. This is Logan Paul's manager, the guy I just showed you. Okay, I am over the age of 18. I am a sound mind and body, competent, yada, yada, yada. Here's his defense. I never lived in Texas. I have traveled to the state of Texas for a total of less than 2 weeks in the last approximately 10 years. None of these trips were related to CryptoZoo game. I've never maintained a business, leased property, hired employees, owed any taxes. I've never been required to maintain a registered agent. It looks the same. It's like copy and pasting these joints. Copy and pasting. Okay, I have reviewed the complaint in this class action, which refers to a number of statements allegedly made regarding the CryptoZoo game. Here we go. Listen up. I did not make any of those statements. To the extent I made any public statement regarding the CryptoZoo game, I did not direct those statements towards the residents of Texas.
Man, it's just so fucking shady. They aren't even, from what I can see and watch in this video, refuting the scam. They're just dancing around technicalities. Like, I didn't know specifically people in Texas were involved. You know, I didn't target people from Texas with my promotions. You targeted the whole fucking world, which includes Texas. No remorse, no denial for the people they scam. Just trying to weasel their way out of it on technicality. And, you know, Logan Paul's is the best one, of course. Really shows, again, to the world what a scumbag he is. And remember, going into this, he was sorry. He apologized to everyone.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me.
He thanked CoffeeZilla for bringing it to his attention, how he was going to make everyone right, he was going to make everyone whole. It was his absolute #1 priority when the heat was on him, when it was bad for him. But now everyone's forgotten about CryptoZoo. Now no one gives a fucking shit. Logan Paul was trying to do everything he can to pay absolutely no one. There's more, but here he is, not really denying it, not arguing, not denying it, not arguing back, but acting like a bitch.
I, Logan Paul, declare as follows. He's over 18 with the ability to testify. I never lived or worked in the state of Texas. I reside in Puerto Rico. I have traveled to Texas for less than 2 weeks, but it wasn't related to CryptoZoo. Never had a business, never had property, never paid taxes, never hired employees, never donated money to any of its political subdivisions. He like, look, I have not been in Texas. I have not been required to maintain a registered agent for Texas. Never sued anyone in Texas other than this lawsuit. I've never been sued in the state of Texas.
Oh no, I don't have anything to do with Texas. You can't do shit to me. He then comes out and says this.
Reviewed the complaint in this case. The complaint quotes statements that I allegedly made regarding the CryptoZoo game. I made the statements referred to in paragraph 34 of the complaint on the end of my podcast. That's talking about how he's going to pay everyone back. I was recorded while in Puerto Rico. He's pulling to Puerto Rico. I do not produce my podcast in Texas. I do not specifically direct my podcast to residents of Texas. My podcast attracts a worldwide audience. I did not specifically target anyone, any statement I made regarding CryptoZoo.
So here, as Henry says, Logan Paul is refuting statements he made in his podcast about paying people back, saying that because it was recorded in Puerto Rico and not Texas, it doesn't count because it wasn't specifically targeting people in Texas. He didn't sit on the mic and go, guys, I'm going to refund you and give you compensation for CryptoZoo, specifically as well, you in Texas out there, come on. What the actual fuck is this bullshit? He then goes on to make another excuse that, you know, he did promote CryptoZoo the scam, but not specifically when his feet were on the ground in Texas.
I did not communicate with any Texas residents, including the plaintiff, Don. What if Don was listening to the goddamn podcast regarding CryptoZoo game, knowing they were Texas residents at the time? To the best of my knowledge, I did not post any online messages about the... Whoa. To the best of my knowledge, I did not post any online messages about crypto...
Why you always lying?
Wait. You mean to tell me the face of CryptoZoo did not post not one online message about CryptoZoo, including the messages identified in paragraphs 13 to 15, the complaint while physically present in Texas?
Fucking hell. I mean, seriously, fuck Logan Paul and his team of scumbags. And not only that, not only were they doing all this shit, they also filed a motion to dismiss the entire fucking case.
Proposed order granting defendants consolidated motion to dismiss before the court. Logan Paul, Jeffrey Levine, Orphy Bentoff. So now they want the goddamn lawsuit tossed out.
The dismissal has not been granted. This is just complete and utter bullshit, if you ask me. I don't know how Henry here got these documents, but I am so glad he did, and that the world have the opportunity to see how much of a scumbag and a prick Logan Paul is, his team are, and how little of a shit they give actually about CryptoZoo. It was all fake and pretend when the heat was on them, just to try and get good credits back with the public. Oh, we'll offer everyone a little refund here. Actually, no, we're going to do everything now to stop paying anything out. Everyone wants to be quick to forget. Well, don't be. Remember who these scumbags are, like Logan Paul. Pieces of shit who will take advantage of the people who got them to the position they're in and do everything they can not to make things right. Is now trying to get away with one of the biggest scams in influencer history on a technicality. Please like the video right now to show people what a prick he is. Share the video, and that is it. Comment what you think. Until next time, fuck off.